Good morning everyone. So how are you my kids? I hope you all are doing good. You all are fine. So today we are going to see the practice time activity of chapter 3 and we are also going to cover the part A, B, C of chapter 3.
So basically we are going to do the quick review of this chapter, advanced features of Excel. So in the advanced features of Excel, basically we are going to see what are the meaning of formatting data in a worksheet. To do the formatting data in a worksheet, first we need to open the Excel. So we are typing here and we need to click on the open. Excel will get open and there are so many options to do the formatting of data. Here you can change the font. Different font types are there, right? Font sizes there. You can increase the font from here, you can decrease the font from there. Suppose I'm writing here hello message, so I can increase the font from here. I will select the size of the font and it will increment it. Like from here also you can increase the font, you can decrease the font. From here you can make the font bold, and here you will click on the I, that is italic. The font will going to be slanted, right? Underline is used to underline. Here is the option of borders will come. You can choose any kind of border, all borders, outside border, no border. So border will be appear around the cell, right? This option is used to fill the color inside the cell. You can choose, suppose that I'm selecting this cell and the color will going to be filled inside the background. You can choose any color from here, and this is used to change the text color. So you can change the text color from here, and that option is used to change the background. Next is how to change the formatting of the worksheet structure. So basically to do the formatting of worksheet structure, you have to select the row, right? And then after selecting the row, you can change the height of the row or you can change the column width as well. To change the height of the row, first we need to select the row, then after we need to click on the row header. After that we need to drag the row. As much height we want to increase here, we will drag it and drop it. Same for the column as well. If I want to increase the width of the column, so I will click on the header of the column and then after I will drag and drop it. So the column width will going to be increased. Basically to select the multiple adjacent rows or column, keep the shift key pressed, right? So basically we need to press the shift key and you can select the multiple adjacent row. Adjacent rows like 6, 7, 8 which are neighbors to each other. So if I want to select this row and this row, I will press the shift key and multiple rows will going to be selected, right? If I want to select the non-adjacent row, I will select the row, then after I will press the control key and just click on the header of the row, and then after the non-adjacent rows and columns will also going to be selected. Now how to insert a blank row? To insert a blank row, we need to select the row, right, where you want to insert the empty row. So I want to insert here one empty row. Suppose that I am writing here one name Kavi, and in between the Kavi and hello I want to insert one row. So basically I want to insert one row before hello, so I will select this row. I will go to the home button and I will click on the insert button. When you click on the insert button, there is an option of insert cell, insert sheet row, insert sheet. I will click on the insert sheet row. The one row will going to be added here. Same here, if I want to insert one column before Kavi, what I will do, I will select this column. I will go to the home tab. Then after I will click on the insert and go to the insert sheet column. One more column will insert it before the column C, right? So now we have done with the blank row and black column. Next option is how to save a workbook. To save a workbook, you have to click on the file tab and then after you need to click on the save as pane appears there. Once you click on the save as pane, you need to mention the basically name of the file, by which name you want to save this workbook. So I want to save this workbook with the class 6 name, so it will appear there, right? I will press the save button, I will press the enter key and then it will going to be get saved. Next option is how to open a saved workbook. We have saved this file. Now we need to open this file or any other file. I need to click on the file tab, click on the open, and then another file will get selected. So with the help of the mouse and click on the open, it will get open in front of you. Here I have opened the address file, it will get open in front of you. Alright? So I hope this must be clear to you. Next is how to close the workbook. So to close the workbook, again we need to click on the file operation and click on the click on the close operation, and then it will going to be closed. How to open a new workbook? Click on the file, again file tab, and click on the new option. After that you need to select that the blank workbook you want to open or any template you want to choose. So I just want to open a new blank notebook. I will click on the blank notebook and it will get open. Okay, so here a new file is available. Now how to take the print of the written content. To take the print out of the written content, we have to click on the file operation, click on the print operation, and then when you click on the print operation, you have to select the orientation of a page in a portrait form or in a landscape form, right? And you can select these options as well. No scaling, right? Fit all columns in one page, fit all columns in one page. Suppose that the content will going to out and there are multiple columns which are not going to be fitting the one column. So if you will select this column, all the columns will going to be shifted and adjusted in the one page only, right? Here is the option of orientation, landscape orientation. Here you can choose the page size, A4, A3 letter, which kind of page you want to select, and then after you have to click on that print, you will get the printout of the page, right? So I hope that things whatever we have covered in this chapter, it must be clear to you, right? Now it's time to start the practice time, which is mentioned on your book, page number 30. So basically in this practice time, we will write the name of the some student, and then after what we are going to do, we are going to apply the whole font style here. So again I will open the Excel file and then after here some names are written, some addresses are written. Now what I need to do, we need to apply the bold font style till row 3rd. So I will select this data, right, and I will just make it bold. Then after I need to apply this row as a italic, so I will select this row and I will apply the italic font style. Now we need to add the thick border around the content. So how to add the thick border, I told you, just select the content and then add the thick border. From here you can choose the thick border. If I want to align the content in center, I will select the content, I will select this alignment option. The content will going to be shifted in the center of the page, right? Next is I want to save this workbook. I will click on the save option, right, and the workbook is already saved with the name of address. Now I want to save this with the help of details, right? So it will going to be get saved. There are more things which you can do here. You can apply the background color to this data. So I am selecting this data and click on the background color. You can choose any background color, it's up to you. I am selecting this. I am increasing the font of this as well, and then after that I am selecting here different font color. You can see here I am choosing the mustard color, yellow color, right? So basically here I am choosing the background color for that, so you can choose any color, right? Basically we are going to see the exercise time. So the first question is columns in MS Excel. So basically columns in MS Excel are donated with the help of the alphabets that are A, B, C, D. Second question is where you will find the font group. So you are basically find the font group in the home tab. That is already I have shown you in the video as well and discussed in the class as well. Next question is on which tab you will find the save option. So I hope you must be knowing that is the file tab only. Fourth question is to select the multiple adjacent rows or column. keep the, which key you need to press? Shift key, right? But if it is going to be non-adjacent, then you need to press the control key. Next question is, in which group you will find the bold button? That is font group. After that, we are going to do the filling the blanks. So first question is, why before the text is left aligned, but if it is number, then it is always a right aligned. And now if I want to select the row, second question, then you need to click on the header. Third question, you can also open a worksheet from the recently open worksheet, right? There is two options, either you need to click on the open or you can click on the recent files are there, you can open it from there as well. Fourth question is that the contains the set of commands for a working in a workbook. So ribbon contains, in the ribbon I hope you must have seen so many commands are there after the menu tab, right? Menus are there and then ribbons are there. So I hope it must be clear to you. Fifth question is, you can change the background color of selected cell by clicking on the fill color. Fill color is used to fill the color. I have shown you in the arrowhead button, right? After that, this true false is here. First question is, we cannot add a border in a single cell. That is false, we can. Second is, we can fill the desired color to the selected cell. That is correct. Third is, once we can enter the data, we cannot change the width of the column. No, we can change it with the help of drag and drop method. We need to select the header only. Fourth is, you can print the entire or partial worksheets or workbooks. That is also correct. You can do this work as well. And next and last one is, you cannot insert the new rows or columns in a worksheet, but it is gone, you can insert it. So just do all the questions, revise it and do it at your book as well, and book work must be completed part A, B, C, right?
Thank you everyone. So please complete your work in your books as well of part A, B, C and practice the chapter.